Hello everybody, good evening, good morning, whenever you are watching this. Welcome to Nintend-News. I am your host, Zach, and we will be talking about the latest and greatest of Nintendo news. So obviously this is a new series I'm trying out, and I really hope that you guys like it, so let me know in the comments below if you like this and if you want to see more. Ideally, I'd want to do one every single week on Mondays, but you know, with Nintendo, sometimes we'll get a lot of news, sometimes we'll get none, so we'll test it out, and I'll do it whenever Nintendo has a decent amount of new news that I want to report on. So the first thing that I want to talk about here is the Nintendo Switch Online. A lot of new stuff has come out about it, and obviously it's been out for a little more than a week. About 2 weeks. I'm sorry, I had a brain fart there. But anyways, cloud saves. That's the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to Nintendo Switch Online, as Nintendo has clarified that it is a 6-month deal. If you do not have a Nintendo account after 6 months, then that's when your cloud save data will be deleted. And thank God that is the case. I am very, very happy that it is after 6 months rather than immediately, because, you know, if you lose your save data, like let's say you forget a payment or you just can't afford it for that month, like if you pay on a monthly basis, and that's just horrible. That is absolutely horrible to not be able to have that cloud save data. I mean, of course, you can just get it again and, you know, redo your cloud saves, but just in case anything happens in that meantime, that would be absolutely awful for that to happen. Also, there's been some news, or a little bit of buzz about the app maybe being optional. Now, that would be huge if the app was optional and you could actually use the on-system, like an on-system OS or an on-system app, to do voice chat, and that would be absolutely awesome, especially if you're in handheld mode. Like, you know, rather than having it in handheld mode and you have to use your phone, it would be cool to just be able to use the Switch. And hopefully that's the case. I really, really hope that Nintendo is going to be smart about this and actually come up with something that you can use on the device itself. Now, as to why this hasn't been developed in the year and a half that Nintendo had to sort out this whole online thing, I don't know. I mean, really, when Nintendo announced the online, they basically said all the features and then, like, over a year later released them. So, I don't know what the difference, like, I don't know. Maybe Nintendo has just been working on an app this whole time for the Switch, and it's just gone to a point where they can't delay the online service any longer, so they released it and then eventually come out with this app, which I don't know why they wouldn't just announce that in their Direct, but, you know, whatever the case. And lastly, with the Nintendo Switch Online, Virtual Console, there's been a heavy rumor that the Virtual Console might be coming back due to some information that data miners have found on the Nintendo eShop's, in the eShop's code. And a lot of people are very skeptical about this, myself included. I think it'd be awesome to have all these systems, you know, in the eShop, you know, to have Super Nintendo, N64. The only thing that really makes me believe this is that NES isn't in that code. There is nothing there that says that the NES is in there, which would make sense because they have this NES service with the Nintendo Switch Online. So that's the only thing that makes me really think that this could be true. At the moment, I remain skeptical about this because there's just not a lot of evidence that really supports the fact that there will be a Virtual Console. So let's talk about Super Mario Party. That game is coming out this Friday, the 5th of October. Many people are excited about this game because it is a return to form for the Mario Party series. And so many people that are excited about it, someone bought it for $7,100 on eBay. I kid you not, it's on the paper, it's true. So yeah, so many people have speculation that it's actually Nintendo that bought this game from this seller on eBay simply because they don't want the game getting out early. Which to me seems like a weird idea because so far, I mean, it seems that we know everything about the game. So just for them to buy it, you know, it seems weird in my opinion for them to buy a game that, yes, it hasn't been released yet, but we should know most of the information, except in my opinion, probably 2 boards. So this is a whole weird case. You know, unless the person who receives the item, you know, makes a YouTube video or some sort of video, you know, showing the item off, which would get them lots of views, we'll have to wait and see on that. And speaking of boards being the things we don't know about, there's been a new board revealed. It got revealed, you know, a couple weeks back, but hey, this is my first time doing the series, so I think it's worth mentioning in this video. It is some sort of golden, money-based board. In my opinion, it looks a little too small. It's kind of like the tropical board. It's split up into 2 halves, but it looks like the smallest board of the options, and I don't understand this board. I mean, it looks like a fine board, but it looks ridiculously small, and I don't know, it just doesn't rub me the right way. And I have a video that'll actually be coming out sometime this week talking about things that I hope they eventually add to Super Mario Party. I think DLC would be super cool for this game. But like I said, I'll talk about that in a different video that'll be coming out probably Thursday or Friday. The last thing I want to talk about with today's edition of Nintend-News, there are GameCube controllers getting released for the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game that's coming out in December. Now, you know, GameCube controllers have been out since the GameCube. You know, the GameCube got iterations, the Wii, the Wii U, and now the Switch. But I think the Switch's GameCube controllers are really unique and really cool, and I'll specify why. So 3 main companies are making these controllers. First being Hori. Hori is making a GameCube controller for the adapter that will be used with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And the Hori controllers have always been the best. Hori has always made, in my opinion, the best of quality when it comes to the controllers, and I think the GameCube controllers will be no exception here. They will be the best quality controllers on the market when it comes to GameCube controllers for the Switch. And if you have a GameCube controller adapter for the Switch / Wii U, then you'll be all set. Same with PDP, they are making 3 new controller designs. They have obviously made GameCube controllers before, but they have 3 new designs coming out in lure for the Switch. Same as Hori, they are Pikachu, Mario, and Link, and they'll be very cool. I cannot wait for those to come out. However, I will not be picking up those controllers because Power A is releasing GameCube controllers of their own. They are releasing these stereotypical Nintendo character controllers, but they are releasing classic GameCube style controllers. But here's the thing, here's the catch, right? They are wireless, and not only are they wireless, from what I've heard, they function as Pro Controllers. And if they function as Pro Controllers, that means they are not just limited to Super Smash Bros. You'd be able to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Mario Odyssey, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Luigi's Mansion 3. All these games that, you know, that would be great with GameCube controller support, they would probably have that support. I don't know if there's any word yet from Nintendo that these will function as Pro Controllers, but from the sources that I have read, it is very possible that these controllers, these wireless controllers, can support, like, can be like a Pro Controller. Any game that is Pro Controller compatible would be able to support these controllers, in my personal belief. They have the extra buttons, I don't see why not. Now obviously this would limit games like Super Mario Party, but games like Luigi's Mansion 3 would be perfect for this game, for this kind of controller. Right, so that is going to do it for the Monday, October 1st edition of Nintend-News. Let me know, guys, if you want to see more of these Nintendo News related things. There are certain things that wouldn't cut in this series and would just be their own big videos, like for example, Luigi's Mansion 3 news. I would just be like, hey, this Luigi's Mansion 3 news thing came out, I'll talk about it in a different video. But nevertheless, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully this series is, you know, rubbing you guys the right way. I hope you like it, and I use my green screen, so of course I'm going to try and make it look as professional and cool as possible. So thank you guys for watching this edition of Nintendo News. Hopefully you enjoyed, and until next time, guys, I'll see you in the next video.